But me not show DJ nothing.
Go on mute, yeah, go on. Ease yourself, just keep it calm, mute your star. Only for pressure in my corner. What time it hard for carry on? You no need no girl for turn to, no man for talk to. Feelings hurt on the journey so far.
Welcome everyone to Owen Allen Media. Vybz Kartel and Masicka link up on FaceTime during Vybz Kartel dub session with Panterson. People have mixed emotions about this link up. While some view this as a positive moment for unity in dancehall, some people question its authenticity because for years rumors suggest a falling out between Vybz Kartel and Masicka, with Masicka wanting to carve his own path independent of Vybz Kartel influence. I mean, when you really look at it, it's not a good look if all people say is Kartel gave you the biggest song of your career, which is no longer the case. Infrared is big, however, Masicka managed to make even bigger hits, and if that's what Masicka wants to do, well, that move seems logical for Masicka, as the artist worked hard to establish his brand without being overshadowed by another artist. It's fun to me that it took Panterson to play a key role in bringing Vybz Kartel and Masicka together.
Show the DJ nothing. Be a man, I tell me to show you something. But me not show the DJ nothing. Sicka. Well, link up, man. You hear that? Love and love alone, yeah? Don't worry me. About. See me up to the time, you know, Vybz Kartel represents for Tiger. AKA the
No, considering they didn't link during the Red Bull culture clash when Masicka performed and Kartel was present. So I'm not surprised by some people mixed reception of this link up. As a fan of Vybz Kartel and Masicka and a fan of dancehall music, I am excited about the unity. Yes, it's a good look and we want to see that unity in dancehall. But as we know, they both are talented artists, and you know, coming together, them can make a big hit song within the dancehall space. And dancehall would be happy about that, no doubt. While on the other hand, there are those who just think that the link up just feel forced. Question for you, question for those people. Can Masicka maintain his independent momentum while working closely with Vybz Kartel? Given the politics of dancehall, we already know how that work, right? Because watch this, Masicka has proven himself as one of the leading force in the business, especially with his critically acclaimed 438 album that is a classic. However, staying too close to Vybz Kartel could be perceived as a step backwards instead of a step forward in the youth cementing his legacy independently and one day take the crown from Vybz Kartel. You see me? It just goes to show you the thin line between unity and individuality in the music business. Cause you don't want a next man overshadowing your hard work. Even Kendrick Lamar dropped a surprise album, and on the album Kendrick Lamar said his hard work let down Lil Wayne, because Lil Wayne make the whole Super Bowl moment about him and him not being included or him not being chosen for the halftime show. He make it about him as big as Lil Wayne is, and he's my favorite artist, but he make it about him. So basically taking away that moment from Kendrick Lamar. You see me? So now Masicka now want to get too close to Kartel and then feel like say him can't take the crown just because Vybz Kartel I'm friend, or just because Vybz Kartel this or Vybz Kartel that. No, him can't take it from him independently. I don't feel like say yo him owe him anything just because them they're too close together. Because guess what? Vybz Kartel bring Popcorn, and Popcorn is one of the biggest dancehall artists, but Vybz Kartel is not calling Popcorn the Prince of Dancehall. Him is calling Skilly Bang. You get the levels? Now, adding to the debate is the Grammy nomination controversy. Many fans are disappointed that Masicka GOK Generation of Kings album wasn't recognized, especially given its strong reception among fans, because that is a great body of work, well put together, and have a couple hit songs on it. While some people are just blaming Vybz Kartel nomination for sidelining Masicka, one thing people will always be people, right? Because this argument lacks merit. Vybz Kartel is not the reason or the man to be blamed. Vybz Kartel work met Grammy standards. Not saying Masicka work didn't make the standards. However, it shows Kartel continued impact on dancehall. So blaming Vybz Kartel distract from the deeper systemic issue affecting Grammy nominations in the reggae and dancehall category, where factors like politics and exclusivity often overshadow new artists' contribution. For example, Bob Marley has been dead for years now, so Bob Marley nomination feels more like a symbolic gesture than one that reflects dancehall current evolution. because it's a big step backwards to have Bob Marley nominated for a Grammy over Masicka or any other artist that was excluded. All due respect to Bob Marley. Now, I also need people to understand this. Masicka not being included is not Vybz Kartel fault, and it does not reflect Kartel's success, but rather the challenges faced by young dancehall artists navigating an international music scene. You know me, I talk about the Grammys that doesn't always recognize dancehall reggae music and the diversity, right? If we were to compare Masicka and Vybz Kartel work of other nominees like Cali Buds, it would basically show the inconsistencies in the nomination process. However, Masicka rise remain undeniable, and Masicka continues to dominate as a respected young artist in the business. So Masicka does not need a Grammy nomination for people to know that that album is a classic and that album is a good album, right? People should stop pitting Kartel and Masicka against each other and instead focus on how both Kartel and Masicka can and continue to contribute to the culture in a unique way. If you check the ratio, half of these people are not even fans of Masicka. They just don't like Vybz Kartel. And anything Kartel do, them just want to say something to make Vybz Kartel look bad. And that is basically it. It's not to say, oh, we support Masicka and Ray. No, them don't care. But them don't care about Masicka. So them will always say anything. Now, I also want to touch on this, and I want to ask you guys a question real quick. Is Vybz Kartel persistent media presence affecting his Freedom Street concert? That is a question that I want you guys to answer. So comment your thoughts or your opinion in the comment section about that, because I have seen some people who said yes, while those people argue it could affect the momentum of his Freedom Street concert. The opposite seems to be true. Vybz Kartel visibility might be boosting the ticket sales rather than decreasing it. When Joe look at the metrics and see that, you know, Vybz Kartel being in the media often actually boosts in the ticket sales, and the ticket sales are being boosts in the UK and all of these other places. What do you think Vybz Kartel are going to do? Vybz Kartel is going to continue to remain in the public eye, right? And that might be one of the reasons why Vybz Kartel keep his name relevant always leading up to the show. When you think about it, this show is promised to be one of the biggest in Jamaica history, one of the biggest in the Caribbean, right? And all of these other things. So it shows that staying in the public eye might be benefiting Vybz Kartel more than it is hurting him or hurting the Freedom Street. The strategic use of media has kept Kartel at the forefront of dancehall, even when Vybz Kartel was behind bars. So definitely, when the time comes, people will be turning out and all roads will be leading to the National Stadium, and everybody will be singing Freedom Street and every media outlets. And remember, you know, Joe was on Entertainment Report, and Joe let people know that Drake might be showing up. So right now, we'll only see Liquor Vibes, Liquor Addy, Vybz Kartel, Sheba, Lisa Hype, Popcorn, Skilly Bang, and Vybz Kartel himself as some, and Sean Storm as some of the people that will be featured on the show. But we not see no surprise artists yet. Like, you know, the new generation of dancehall artists or any of them type of artists there. We might see them, maybe not, right? And would I love if Vybz Kartel put on Roger Wild or Craft or so. The young artists, we need to see the young artists on the show. Give them the opportunity. Give some artists the opportunity to come on the show and shine. We want to see it, right? All right, so that's the video for today. Thank you for watching. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for the subscribe. Thanks for the views. Thanks for the comments. As always, I'm out.